Hello ladies and gentlemen, Ghost here, and today it's time for another weekend Q&A, number 4 in fact, so I can't believe we're actually on the 4th one of these. I'm glad you guys enjoy them as much as I do, because for me the best part about YouTube is actually getting to interact with you guys, answer your questions, talk to you over on the stream. Like, I love that stuff, man, and getting a comment from somebody who says, yeah, I really love your content and it really helped me out and I hope you do really well in the future, that just totally makes my day. You may not think it changes how I feel in the daytime, or it's like a big deal for me, but I read all of my comments. I even reply to sort of 90% of them, and seriously guys, when someone does something like that, it makes my day. So first of all, thank you to all you guys for submitting questions to me to answer here. So with that said, let's get down to it. So first question here comes in from Sintel, and he says, what are your plans for the future? Well, I'm not really too sure, mate, to be honest with you. I live in Iceland. I've lived here for 8 years now. I actually studied to be a professional chef here. I have 2 children. I'm in a relationship, like a steady relationship. So I've kind of checked a lot of those boxes in terms of doing things with your life, you know. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, to be honest with you. Do I want to be a chef for my entire life? No, probably not. It's not really my passion. In fact, I think you guys know what my passion is, and yes, it involves computer games. So if I could get any way to do anything computer game related in the future, I would definitely take that opportunity in a flash, man. I mean, I enjoy being a chef and I enjoy cooking. I can do it every day as my job, but it's not like my super sort of deep passion, if you will. So I would say maybe trying to do something like that. That's what I would like to do in my future. Luis Hernandez 3 asks, what are your computer specs? Well, for my CPU, I have a 3770K, so that's an i7 3770K that you can overclock, and I have overclocked it to 4.4 gigs, I believe, at the moment. Then I have 16 gigs of RAM running at 1866 MHz, along with a GTX 780, which I also overclock to, I believe, around 1133 MHz. So, hope that answered your question. Paolo asks, do you play any sport? No. That's the long story short, mate. I haven't really ever been a big sports person. I suppose I enjoy sports that take a lot of calculation into them. So I really like things like snooker and pool. I would say out of all the sports that are more energetic than that, though, I probably played the most of tennis. I used to play with my brother and also with my dad a lot. So that was really fun, you know. I love playing tennis. I love watching Wimbledon as well. Unfortunately, though, in Iceland, there really aren't many tennis courts, so I haven't been able to play any. Alright, next question comes in from the Pixel Pizza, and this is a little bit more of a technical one. He says, how do you get that text, follow a notification, Spotify widget, etc. on your stream? And by the way, great video. Well, thank you very much, dude. I can indeed show you that. So if we hop over to my desktop here. Alrighty guys, so here we are with OBS open here. I'm going to be using this program to show you. This is what I use to stream. So here you can see I have my different scenes for when I'm on the desktop. This is my be right back screen here whenever I'm, AFK. But for this purpose, I'm obviously going to have to show you the desktop here. Now I have most of my stuff turned off. You can turn on different stuff in the scene here. So here's my bottom overlay, here's my top overlay going away, as well as all the things for the webcam. Now, you asked how I get the Spotify song playing. It's this little program that I use here called SMG, made by this guy Azira. So Google that and you'll find it in no time. All you do is select your music player. So there's quite a lot to choose from. I go for Spotify, click start, minimize that away, and whenever you play a song in Spotify, what it will actually do is it will output to a text file. So if I go in my hard drive here to F drive, and the music ticket, where is it? It's called current song. Do I have it here? There it is. It will output the song that is currently being played to this file. Now, it doesn't say anything here because I'm not playing the song, but whenever Spotify plays a song, it will be displayed here. Now, all you do to get that to show within OBS is, let me find here, current song, Spotify. Okay, here it is. It's this one. Click on the properties of that, and as you can see, all I'm doing is use text from file, and I'm specifying this specific file here so that it will display that. And I can configure the font size, and all the rest of it. Now, you also asked about the Twitch alerts, and I'll show you how that works. It's another little program that I run in the background whilst I stream. If we can launch this here. Okay, there we go. So you could configure subscribers, followers, donations. If we go to the follower bar here, you can see I can select a song. That's the laughing noise that I used to have there. And as you can see, I have the sound off at the moment because it was getting quite annoying. But you can configure the bar however you want. You can put art in the background of the bar, you can change the font, you can change the size of the font. Now what you guys can't see is if I click start here, that goes away, and over on my second monitor I have a little green screen. Now I can't really show you that because it would mean that I would have to configure it next time I stream, and it would be a huge trouble for me. But all you do is you create a screen region around that green screen, and that way if we go to the game scene here, whenever somebody follows you, this actually pops up on the green screen. So I can see this popping up on my second monitor within this green block of colour that I have on there. But whenever it doesn't appear, it actually goes away there. Now you could see it flashing green for some reason. I'm not sure why it did that now. Normally when I'm streaming, that actually won't happen there. Now also for the donations, if I click here, test donators, plays a little sound, shows who donated, how much they donated, and their message. So let me know if that helped you out, guys. And if you would like to see a full in-depth streaming tutorial, you know, that might be something I can do. There's a lot that really goes into it, and I can't cover it all in this short video. Okay, next question comes in from CondiX3, and he says, if you had the chance to go with YouTube full-time sometime in the future, would you take it? Keep up the great work, love your videos. Thanks a lot, dude, I really appreciate it. And I know that you're somebody who comes very regularly on the stream, and I really appreciate you for that as well. So would I do it full time? Yes, in a heartbeat, man. I would love to do YouTube full time. I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer, isn't it? I spend almost all my free time doing this, you know, streaming, doing YouTube, and I do it because I enjoy it. It's really fun for me. So if I were able to do that as my job and get paid for it at the same time, that would be awesome. That would mean I'll just be able to spend more time making YouTube videos and streaming. That would seriously be like a dream come true for me, guys. But, you know, I don't see that really happening at any time in the future, so it's not really something I think about. I just try and do the best that I can, and I enjoy it all the same. Okay, guys, and the last question for today is a little bit of a joint one. First of all, It's Hawk says, can you make a video where you show how you make your videos, like rendering, settings, etc. And Rasu Metail, he says, how do you put a comment in a Q&A video? Well, I will answer Rasu's question here, and hopefully that will answer part of Hawk's question as well. I can't really go too in-depth into that whole process, Hawk, for this particular video, but little secret between me and you, I'm actually planning to do a video or a couple of videos when I hit 5,000 subscribers on the hardware side of how I make my videos, as well as the software side of things. So I might do a few little tutorials there to celebrate hitting 5,000 subscribers when I hopefully get there. Alrighty, guys, so here we are once again recording with OBS, and as you can see, this is my Vegas project. So this is the Q&A that I'm making that you guys are watching right now. Whoa, that's Inception, man, or something. Anyway, Q&A number 4, as you can see. Now, so far, I've only got this one track here. This is just my audio. And as you can see, as I talk into the microphone there, it's registering also in Sony Vegas. But how do I put the comments? Well, it's really quite simple. I'll show it you quickly. First of all, I need to go find your comments. So it was left on the last Q&A video. So if I go to Create a Studio, Video Manager, and yeah, we go to the weekend Q&A number 3, pause that. Now I scroll down here, and what I need to do is find that comment. So where is it? I think it was close to the bottom. Let me see here. There it is. There you are. There's your comment. Okay. So we click the screen, hold Alt and hit print screen in order to capture just this screen. And we're going to go and go into Paint. Control V to paste that into Paint. All I'm going to do is simply scale this down. So there's your comment there. I'm going to crop any of the unnecessaries off here. Let me see. Should we leave your little picture in there? Why not? Let's leave a picture in. So there's your little comment. All we do is hit save. I'll just save that to the desktop as a JPEG. And let's call this question number 4, because I believe that was a question. Close that down. Now we go back into Sony Vegas, and we're going to make a new video track here. Insert video track. and we're going to have that above. In fact, just so I can show you this, guys, let me install some footage here. So let's go Dragon's Teeth, Unica footage. Sure, why not? I don't know if this is the footage I'm going to use in the final version here, but it could be. It could be. Okay, so now we've got some footage going over the top here. Let's make this a little bit bigger so that you guys can see this here. There we go. Okay, so now, but I read all of my comments. So there's me talking. There's the gameplay footage. It's far too loud. We need to turn that down. And now we're going to install, or rather insert another video track here for your question. So we go File, Import Media, and we're going to go find your screenshot that we just made. There we go, question 4. Now if I drag that onto the timeline here, it appears within the video, but it's a little bit too big. So what I'm going to do is, since I'm going to use this video track here for all of the questions, I'm going to go into pan and crop, if I can get that to stay out there a minute, and we're going to scale this down a little bit, move it maybe up there, use the Y finder here to try and center that in the center of the screen. I think it looks pretty centered. There we go, that's centered. And there we have your question. Maybe it needs just to be a little bit bigger. And center it one more time. There we go. Okay, so now, if you watch this, for me the best part about your question just appears. But how do you make it appear in a better way? Well, for that we need to use a transition. So, let me see. There's lots of different transitions you can do. Some people do their own transitions. Personally, for me, I'm enjoying using the linear wipe transition. Now, there are a lot of different ones you can see here. Top left diagonal soft edge is one that I enjoy using. So if you do this, in fact, I'm just going to mute my audio there because it's annoying. You'll see that it sort of slides in there, and maybe it's a little bit too slow, so you can reduce that from 30 frames down to 20 frames, and it will come in a lot quicker. And then if we want it to roll out in the opposite way, we can find this transition here, go ahead and put that at the end, and now it will roll out. So when I put your question in here, this is what I'll do. It will roll in like that, and then it will roll out a little bit slower. And of course, I will match this up depending on how long it needs to be displayed on screen. The way I usually do that is I let it appear, and then I read it myself. I sort of judge how long it takes me to read that. So it was a little bit too short there. I will probably have a little bit longer, maybe like this, so you get time to actually read the question there. You can also do things if you want, like putting in a sound effect. So if we add an audio track here, let's go and insert something. Channel video sound effects. Let's insert these two sound effects here. So that's one, and that's the other there. So say I wanted to use this fast swish one, right? We drag that down to match up with the linear wipe. Now you can see that the linear wipe animation here is a bit too long for this animation. So if we play it, you can see it doesn't really sync up properly. So we're going to get rid of the parts of this sound file that don't really have anything on. We're going to play this at the start here, and then I'm going to reduce the length of the transition to be the same length as the sound effect. So now, if we play this, all of a sudden, that appears. It's a bit loud. I'll probably turn this down. So there you go. That is how I do the transitions, and that's how I put your comments in my videos. So you can do this for lots of different things. It's a very good skill to know. And yeah, if you make videos yourself, then good luck with doing that. So yeah, I hope that answered your question. So there we go, guys. That was the final question for today. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Q&A. As always, feel free to leave your questions down below. I will also answer any questions that I didn't get round to in this episode in the next episode, so no need to fret. I will get round to them eventually. As always, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Cheers.